Okay, so we just got the new holiday update from Tesla. It's 2022.44.25.1, 2, or 3. The version I have is .3. So you can see from the screen here that we've got Apple Music. So I did set that up. It's pretty straightforward, but I don't know. I kind of like Spotify. The one thing with Spotify is I can pick the songs I had. So I can just skip a song if I want. It's pretty cool. So if I go to Spotify here, you can see I've got all my songs. If I go to playlists, I can go ahead and pick a playlist, and then I can scroll through like this and take a look at the songs, and then I can select them. But if I do Apple Music, so if we go to Apple Music, so if you're an Apple Music person, then this is perfect. You've got your playlist and everything set up. You just link your Apple Music to the Tesla, and then the way you go, it's pretty straightforward. I've got a video on that as well. So it's pretty cool. Just not sure. I don't really use Apple Music much, just on my phone for when I go for walks. So I'll use it more just to see how that goes. The second item on the list is dog mode. So view the interior camera with the mobile app while using dog mode or Sentry Mode, which you can use either or. You need to enable live cameras. On a previous release that was there, so you may already have this set up, but let's go ahead. We'll go and look at safety. And then view live cameras via mobile app. So you have to have that enabled. So what you can do is you can go onto your mobile app. If Sentry Mode is turned on, you can view the live cameras. And now you'll see there's a camera on the inside. So as long as no one's in the car and the doors are locked, you can view that camera. I've tried it with me sitting in it, and I get a message saying the doors have to be locked and no one in the car. But in dog mode, then it should function just fine. If we go to the next one, which is scheduled light show. So they had light show, which was a big thing from last year's holiday update. Now what it allows you to do is to schedule a live show. So you can set a time like 1:30 and do that for a whole bunch of cars. And then you can have all the cars happen at the same time. So that's something that you can schedule, which is pretty cool. So if you go to Toy Box, let's see here, Toy Box, and then light show, schedule light show. So you get to pick the light show. So you've got the two that are on there. If you have a USB drive that has another one, then you could use that. You can set the volume on it. And then here's where you set your times for the light show to happen. And you can turn off the mirrors, charge port, windows, and trunk from moving. So it's just going to flash the light. So the next item is climate control fan. So what that does is it adjusts the fan speed intensity while remaining in auto climate by selecting low, medium, or high, which is a nice new feature, which I really like. And that the fan intensity selector on the climate control pop up. So if we go into climate control, so if you click on your normal location for your temperatures, what you'll see is under auto, you now have low, medium, and high. I think you can actually swipe back and forth through it, yeah. But what I like is this area here is now larger. So even if you have that turned to normal, this is bigger. So you can now switch across. If you want to, you can actually just click on it and then move it across back and forth. So that's nice too. But it's bigger. This is much better than what it was before. It was a bit small. My Q connected garage. Now I really like this. There was rumor that My Q is going to be set up for Tesla, so I went out and purchased one of those My Q connected garage hubs. It was on sale, I think, $19.99 on Amazon. So I've got a link in the description. I think it's $29 in Canada. But what that allows you to do is connect your My Q. You're now able to control the garage, either opening or closing by the app that's on the MyQ app on your phone. if you enable live key, so you have to install that as well, then you can use Siri to open up the garage door, which is pretty cool, because then you just unlock your phone and ask Siri with the appropriate command to open up the garage door. And those are free, so there's no cost. This costs money. MyQ has a subscription fee for this, so you can get it on a 30-day trial, which is pretty cool. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then you can sign up for a 1-year, 5-year, or 10-year subscription. And I don't think anybody should do the 5 or even the 10-year. We don't know if this is going to be around in 5 years. Technology changes so much, but it's pretty cool. You drive out of your garage door, and then it tells you the door is going to close in 6 meters, 3 meters, and then the door closes. You get a notification on the screen that it's closed. And then when you drive back up to your garage when you're coming home, it does the same thing. It triggers that you're within your perimeter that you set within the application, and then it will just open up the door. So let's go into that. So it's under, so we go here to locks, scroll all the way to the bottom, and then here's settings for my connected garage. So the thing that you have to do is, the first thing you need to do is set a location for your car. So you have to park your car in the garage or just outside of the garage. I had mine in the garage when I did it. And then you set how far you want it from the garage. Do you want it to open? The default is 21 meters. I'm not sure what it is in feet. And then auto close when leaving. So then it closes the door when you leave, which is pretty cool. And I'd recommend setting the chimes. So when you arrive and the door opens, it chimes. When you drive away, it chimes. It's pretty cool. The other thing is, I am nowhere near my garage right now, and I could probably open it up by pressing on open garage. So auto turn signals can automatically activate upon completing a lane change, fork, or merge. Tap light and auto turn signal. So let's go ahead and I'll explain a little bit about this. So if you go into lights, right here, by default, it's set to off. The thing that I noticed was I was in my easy entry profile and I set this to auto cancel, which means that it'll turn off the signal once you change lanes. I went for a drive. Well, when I drive my car, I'm not easy access, I'm me. So this is not set. So it's profile specific. So if anybody's driving your car that has a profile and you want this on everybody's, you need to go into each of the profiles and set it. The other thing that's different from a user point is when you, prior to this upgrade, you would tap on the signal to the left and it would blink 3 times. Or you pressed it all the way up and it would signal till you actually made the turn, you know, at a corner, and then it would turn off. Now with this, it doesn't matter if you tap it or press it all the way up or all the way down. It's going to keep signaling till it actually identifies a lane change, merge, or an actual turn at a corner. There's no 3 blinker thing anymore. It's just straight up. It just blinks till you do the lane change, turn at a corner, or a lane merge. Until that's done, it just keeps blinking. But I really do like this feature. It's pretty cool. There's a new game. I'm not a gamer, so that's pretty cool if you're into games. Confirm phone call transfer. So if you're on a phone and it's Bluetooth enabled and it connects to your car, when you walk up to your car on that phone, prior to this, it actually would normally just transfer the car automatically to your car. Now there's a prompt that comes up and it prompts you, do you want to transfer to the car? You can say yes or no. Contact lookup. So once again, you can go to your contacts and have that search. So that's pretty cool. The next one, which is media controls. Media controls are closer to the driver for easy access. Trips and tires. So those cards or comebacks. So that's pretty cool. So if we go to click on our music over here, you can swipe to the left and you've got your current drive, since charge, your odometer, and your tire pressures. Now I know a lot of people have actually been complaining about the car getting cut off. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm sure they'll fix that. But you can swipe this up to get more information. You can swipe it up. I don't think you can go all the way up. No, that's as far as it will go. But because I'm on Spotify, I can just click on Spotify, and over onto the right side is the actual list that I'd normally see. So it's just a joke one. We've got the emission testing now. You used to be able to have to go into the app and do it from the car, and it would make the noise when at the specific seat that you selected. Well, now you can actually go onto your mobile app with the latest version and do an emission test that goes outside the car, so you can make your car fart. Always rainbow. So if you go into Toy Box, I'll go back into the Toy Box. Rainbow Road at the very end. You can set it to, when you do autopilot, it will always show the Rainbow Road. I guess I'm going to try it just to see it, but it's pretty cool. You could have, that way you've got more indication that you're in autopilot. So we'll leave that. I'll give that a shot. Okay, so those are all the new features for the Tesla holiday release. That's the 2022.44.25.12 or 3. Because I'm in Canada, there's a couple things that I don't have that you get in the US. So Zoom's available. There's a couple other items that you have that are available. And then there's some specific stuff to Model S and Model X that aren't relative to my Model 3. I do know that the Model Y now has track mode for the performance. Anyway, if you found this interesting or useful, please like this video, subscribe to my channel.